Imagine a chess game, but instead of pieces, countries are moving microchips across the board. This game takes place in the global semiconductor industry, where nations are competing for tech control. At the center of this game is China's Semiconductor Manufacturing International Corporation, SMIC, a company driving China's rapid growth in technology. We focus on delivering the latest news with facts, not guesses, keeping you informed about this fast-moving industry. If you find our videos helpful, make sure to subscribe, give us a like, and consider joining our channel membership to help us continue bringing you valuable insights. Every video offers something new to learn. Even though political tensions are rising, SMIC is still growing, reporting a 22% rise in revenue in the second quarter of 2024, though profits were down. What's behind this growth? It's the race to control the future of technology. Every chip produced is a step toward winning the global tech competition. SMIC has been producing 837,000 wafers a month, with 85% of its factories running at full speed. They aren't just surviving, they're expanding quickly, driven by the political pressure to stay ahead. In the semiconductor industry, political moves shape supply and demand. U.S. sanctions have created challenges for companies like SMIC, but they've also created opportunities. The restrictions have pushed China to become more self-sufficient in making chips. As a result, demand for local production has surged, and SMIC has increased its capacity and sped up the construction of new factories, becoming a key player in China's tech future. While the political situation is uncertain, it has fueled SMIC's growth. This shows that technology can sometimes overcome political barriers. A new story is unfolding in China's semiconductor sector. Homegrown companies like Huawei Technology and AMIC are stepping up, pushing the limits of Chinese-made tech. Many of China's chip factories have an unwritten rule that at least 70% of their equipment should be made locally. This is more than a goal. It's a sign of China's commitment to becoming self-reliant. Since the U.S. sanctions in 2022, Chinese companies have made impressive progress, especially in building a stronger, more integrated supply chain. However, one major challenge remains: lithography, the technology needed to print tiny patterns on chips. Only 1.2% of the lithography tools used in China are locally made. This means there's still a long way to go before full self-sufficiency is achieved. But with every step forward, China is reducing its reliance on foreign tech. Timing is key in the semiconductor world. SMIC knows this and has been working hard to keep up. They initially planned to increase their wafer production by 30,000 to 50,000 units by the end of the year, but now they've raised that goal to 60,000. This shows how much pressure Chinese chipmakers face to meet the growing demand, both in China and abroad. With the U.S. thinking about more restrictions, companies worldwide are rushing to secure their supplies, leading to a boost in orders for SMIC. The decisions made today will shape the future of the global tech industry. While most attention is on cutting-edge chips, there's another important shift happening: more focus on legacy chips. These older chips are still vital for things like cars and home appliances. After the U.S. sanctions, Chinese chipmakers shifted their focus to producing these older chips. This wasn't just a reaction. It was a smart move to secure a strong position in markets that aren't as affected by political tensions. By focusing on legacy chips, SMIC is ensuring its survival in these uncertain times. One big challenge remains: lithography. This technology is controlled by a few key players outside China, especially the Dutch company ASML. China's lack of domestic lithography technology is a major hurdle in its path to self-sufficiency. However, Chinese companies are investing heavily in developing their own systems, and some believe a breakthrough is possible soon. If China can solve this problem, it would change the game in the global tech race. As the U.S. considers more restrictions, Chinese companies have been stockpiling chips. In the first 7 months of 2024, China imported 308.1 billion integrated circuits, valued at around $212 billion. Companies like Huawei and Baidu are preparing for a future where access to advanced chips might be limited, so they're buying as many as they can now. China is also ramping up efforts to become self-sufficient in semiconductors. The creation of the country's largest ever chip investment fund, known as the Big Fund, with $48.2 billion, shows how serious China is about building its semiconductor industry. This fund will support local companies and fuel innovation, helping China fill gaps in its semiconductor supply chain. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of semiconductors, where technology and politics collide. We hope you found this video interesting and informative. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. Stay curious, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.